Hey guys, I'm Howard Brock. Welcome to Lucky Dice Live. As you can see, I am by myself tonight. Couldn't get a date. Just didn't happen. Nobody wanted to go out with me. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to be by myself, all alone, with you guys. So I do have a lot to talk about tonight, like I generally always do. So the things we're going to discuss, I think we'll start talking a little bit about Smash. I'm going to bring up HC units so I can remember everything. We're going to talk about the Rock Cup. Talk about the Hall of Fame that just came out tonight. I hope y'all saw the Hall of Fame announcement. But we'll touch on that a little bit. And you guys are free to ask questions, and I will talk about what you want to talk about. All right, so I'm on the unit section right now. I think we'll start there. We'll talk about. I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring it up. I think I want to talk about the Hall of Fame, and then I want to talk about. We'll talk about the Rock Cup and some stuff that we're doing. Then we'll start talking about some of the figures. I've had a chance to play with them and look at a lot of them. I haven't looked at everything in detail, but I've looked at a lot, and we'll look at some stuff that maybe I think. That I played with or against or just happened to notice that I think is interesting. And we'll go from there. All right, so let's get this up. Browse by set, smash and destroy. I got that up. I will come back to it. In the meantime, hey, Nicole. In the meantime, let's talk about the Hall of Fame. So we announced our inductees for 2025 today. We had an article go up that was posted around 6 o'clock. I was able to reach out to the inductees yesterday and let them know that it's still fairly good news fairly new news to them. They were informed yesterday, and we asked them to keep it pretty quiet until we had a chance to post the article. And so we did that at 6 o'clock today. So congratulations to our new inductees, Daniel Powell and Clay Wood. So every year, the Hall of Fame members elect a committee. The committee is composed of 3 people, and those 3 people's job is to nominate 5 people for admission to the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame will always admit 1 person. It could admit 5 people, but so far the only time that that has occurred is the first year. Last year, I think we put in, Dennis, I think 4 went in last year. This year, only 2. So how that works is we have stuff hidden behind the scenes, and we have this huge list of names that people have nominated since the beginning, and with little notes on them, and then of course people get added into that every year, and somebody may even get nominated. Somebody may get thrown on the list that's not on the list yet from the committee. So the list varies from champions to people that's been playing a long time to people that do social media and provide content, to judges, to people that have done special things in the community. They might be WizKids employees. They might not be WizKids employees. It's a vast spectrum of things. And what happens is, you also have some people that cross over into multiple fields. You may have somebody that's a champion that also does podcasts, social media, that also does. I think an example of crossing into other fields would be Ben Chung last year. When he was elected, he's a judge, and he's an expert judge, in my opinion, and he goes every year and participates in the Worlds and helps runs events and stuff like that. He's a great guy, very well liked. He's written a book on HeroClix. He is. The list is on. If you go into, actually, it's all over the place right now, Mark. Mark wants to know, where can we see the list? If you go to the Rock Facebook page, you mean the list of the 5 nominations? If that's what you mean, we don't share that. We don't share the 5 nominees, and we don't show the list that's in the back. That's for the Hall of Fame members only. So again, what happens is the Hall of Fame committee puts together a list of 5. They use the 5 nominees. They use the list as a tool. They also they can add anybody in there that they want, and so they come up with 5 names. It usually takes about a week or so for them to work on it. They all work together. Yeah, well, if you Mark, if you mean the Hall of Fame list of the people that just got in, I just named them. That's Dan and that's Clay. The list is hid from the public. That is something that that we don't share. That is not shared. That's something that they work off of. All right. So that list is in behind the scenes, and then they take 5 people and they nominate those 5 to the body, the Hall of Fame body. So there was 5 names. There's 5 names presented every year. There was 5 names presented this year, and then the Hall of Fame members themselves vote yes or no. So to get into the Hall of Fame, you have to be elected into the Hall of Fame by the Hall of Fame. That's pretty much the way the NFL does it, and a lot of organizations. Everybody does their own thing. We kind of follow the NFL type thing, where the Hall of Fame body elects the Hall of Fame members in. So what's required to get in is a 75% acceptance rate. So you vote. You have a private ballot that nobody sees, and well, I see it, of course, but other than that, it's not shared between anybody. And then you vote. And just because somebody doesn't get in doesn't mean they're not going to get in later. And what happens is those 5 names come available, and you vote yes or no on each one of them. And then after everybody has voted, it takes a 75% yes vote to be able to get in. 75%. So the deciding factor of who's accepted and who isn't. So the members vote, Nicole, and 5 nominations. They have ballots with 5 nominations on there that is made by the committee, and you simply vote yes or no. And when you vote yes or no, all the votes are added up, and it requires a 75% yes vote to get in the Hall of Fame. So everybody that's in the Hall of Fame has received somewhere between a 75% and 100% yes vote. And this year, out of the 5 that were nominated, 2 of them made it. I'm not going to share the names with you who didn't make it, because I just don't think that that's something that I publicly want to show to people over the last several years, that, hey, you didn't make it. I'd rather just share with you who did make it. And those names, there's been a name I know that's come up at least twice and hasn't made it. Very close, though. Actually, I know of 2 names that have come up and have not made it, and also very close. And I feel like most of the people that are on that list eventually will make the Hall of Fame. It's just you're voting on who do you think this person deserves to be in the Hall of Fame now? Do you know why people say no to allowing someone? Yeah, they don't think that they deserve to be in right now. They would say, for example, Nicole, if you were there and you were nominated, I may not feel like you deserve to be in at the current moment. It's only a nomination, and I think looking at the list over the last few years, I think that the body has done a pretty good job. I think that the nomination committee does. I think sometimes they hit it very well, and sometimes they don't. And it could be because they felt that somebody may not get elected in because maybe they're too new to the game. Maybe that their resume isn't quite up to standard as what they feel like it ought to be. But there's a lot of people that are most of the people that get elected in they're current players. They're still playing and they're still doing something. So maybe they win another championship or something along those lines. Generally, it has to be somebody that's in HeroClix for at least 5 years. So if you are brand new and you win 2 world championships in a row, you're probably still not going to get elected in, at least not till the 5th year. The 5th year, you could be nominated, and you'll probably make it in just on the merits of being a 2-time champion. So I can't tell you exactly why everybody doesn't vote yes for everybody. Each member has their own opinion. But what I stress to them is what you should decide is, does this person, in your opinion, deserve to be in the Hall of Fame based on their resume that's being presented to you? So that's how it works. And there's a lot of factors that go in that. And I have seen some nominations that I didn't think deserved to be there. I didn't vote. I don't vote. I'm not in the Hall of Fame, even though I run the Hall of Fame. I'm not in the Hall of Fame, and I don't vote, but I do oversee it, and I do make sure that everything's done fair, and it's a process that we go through every year, and we'll do it again next year. So this year, again, Daniel Powell and was elected in. Daniel could have been elected in, honestly, for a couple of reasons. His playing over the I remember when there was no Daniel Powell around. I remember when Daniel Powell first started playing, and he was very. He's come a long way in his play. He was very determined to do good, and he liked the game. I think in the beginning, one of the things that I noticed about Dan is he tends to latch onto something and not let go. I remember when he used to play Unimine and you do other things, and I see a difference in him now. He seems like he's more flexible to change to whatever the current meta is, and he used to be just set in his ways. The other thing I'd say about Dan is that he practices in a lot. He would practice on every map, all kinds of scenarios. He has his wife. He was fortunate that his wife also plays. He's got a team of people that he gets to play with. And Dan practices far more than most people. In fact, I would say that Dan, as far as practice goes, is probably in the 95 percentile of people that practice extreme. And what I mean is that he's 95. He practices 95% more than most people. I mean, he practices a lot. He also studies a lot. He reads a lot. He stays abreast of the rules. He has won the Rock Cup twice. At the times that he won, I don't think that we were sponsored by WizKids. I could be wrong, but it was modern age, and he was a Rock World Champion. That's what we used to call our singles. Now we do it's a silver world championship, and we are sponsored by WizKids, and WizKids does recognize that. It's the only place that you can be a silver world championship is to play at the Rock Cup. That's WizKids gave that to us and that's we kind of just took the format. Anyway, he also has done stuff social media wise, and I've been around Dan a lot. Dan can be at times in the game very blunt and direct, and you might think that he's not friendly or supportive sometimes. But when he's not playing the game, I've seen him go out of his way, extremely out of his way to help people. And whether it was teaching, showing, discussing, or whether it was getting something somebody needed to play with, I've seen him go way out of his way. Then he also, I'm going by memory here, but Dan didn't start Critical Clicks. It was started, if I remember right, it was Jason Alvey and David Gosselman and it seems like those were the two main people. And there was somebody else that was on it. I can't remember who it was. Those guys did it, and I think their idea was just to do a live stream for fun and talk about HeroClix, and it was a pretty good format. And then Dan was already playing, and he ended up being on the show, and then he ended up taking that and going much further with it to where it was a place that really talked about the meta and about team building, and they have a certain format. And I think that Clicked Off. I don't know if I said Critical Clicks earlier. If I did, it was a mistake. But Clicked Off is, I believe, last time I looked at the numbers, they're the number one live stream show, or not live stream, but live stream. They have the most followers of any other HeroClix show that's out there. And that was his intent, was to get to a lot of people. So that speaks well. I mean, a lot of people watch the show. They follow them on Facebook, and Dan is a big part of that. So well-deserved being in the Hall of Fame. Now, Clay is one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. And if Nice got you in the Hall of Fame, Clay would be there for that. But that's not what he's there for. He is a good player. He's from the West Coast. He plays in California. The regular people, and up until, I think he's been more active. I mean, I know that he started going to Champion Clicks. He comes to the Rock Cup. He didn't come to the first Rock Cup. He didn't come for the first few years. And I would see him at Worlds. In fact, Clay introduced himself to me, and he was thanking me for a lot of the stuff we did. And he asked me and my wife. We were at Gen Con, I believe. It might have been Origins. It was one of the two. And he took us out to dinner. And he just wanted to thank us for the work and stuff that we have done in HeroClix, and introduced himself. And that's when I met Clay. And I've known him ever since, and considered him a friend ever since. But he used to not always come to Worlds. He used to not always come to Nationals. And sometimes some years I would see him, sometimes I wouldn't. But now he seems to be more regular. I think that I expect he's coming to the Cup. He was at Champion Clicks. I don't know if he's going to Origins or not. He's planning on going to Worlds. And I expect to see, now it's where I used to hope to see him at these events. I now kind of expect to see him at those events. And he generally does pretty well. On the West Coast, he's won some of the bigger events out there. He's done well in the Majestics events and states and stuff like that. But based on his play alone, a lot of people wouldn't know who he was if not for other things that he's done. And the other thing that he has done is probably, I think, maybe the biggest contribution to the game that anybody has done, at least recently, in that he wrote a program that was much needed for HeroClix, and that's HCUnits.net. And HCUnits.net is wonderful. Now, primarily we used to use HC Rims back in the day, but HC Rims has not had an update in forever, and it's very limited to what you can do. For running events, we use the Win, and the Win has not had any love for a long time, and it's an old program that I have begged over the years to have for WizKids to update it and to do something with it. I've even volunteered services. I volunteered, hey, look, if you let me do that. I had a lot of things that I would have liked to have done with it. And I use the Win probably. I have used the Win probably more than anybody. And what I mean by that is I run all of my own events on there. But I've also used the Win to keep up with points. I've used the Win to look at stores, to see what kind of turnouts they're having at events. I've got store information. I've based a lot of choosing stores to run big events off the Win, so I'm very, very familiar with it. But again, it's very lacking. WizKids hasn't done anything with it, and it's been kind of frustrating. I sat down with Clay at Rock Cup. Was it last year? I guess it was last year. Man, it's all this stuff has happened so fast. It was either last year or the year before. All my years. As you get older, you'll find this out. They all tend to crunch together. But I sat down with him and asked him to come back and talk to me. It was at Lucky Dice Cafe, and I told him of the need that the community needed for a program. I said, WizKids isn't going to write it, and Rock would adopt it if we had it, and I knew that he could write the program, and he was kind of iffy about whether he wanted to spend that much time doing it and everything. And 6 months later, he calls me up on the phone. He says, "I done it." I said, "You done what?" And he wrote HC Units. He sent me a copy of it. He put a lot of work into it. I've given him a lot of feedback since then, amongst others, and that's pretty much where HC Units came from. Again, I don't have anything to do with the nominations. So the HeroClix Hall of Fame nominated him, and he was overwhelmingly chose. And I think that it just speaks highly of the program and how much it was needed and how much it is appreciated that he got. That basically that was enough to put him in the Hall of Fame. If he did nothing else, that was enough. And it's just awesome that we have something like this. I use a lot of different programs to run other games. I mean, HeroClix is my primary game, and I don't play a lot of other games, but I run a lot of other games. Everything from Pokemon to Magic the Gathering to HeroScape to a lot of the Bandai games, and I use their systems. And this Lorcana, the system that we have in HC Units by far exceeds theirs. In fact, I would expect at some point that Clay will integrate his system into other games and probably sell it to some of these places because he has a superior product, in my opinion, to what is out there right now. So that tells you that's the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. What will happen is this year I have two people that have not received their rings or their plaques because they weren't available, and I've saved them. One of those being Scott Porter, and trying to remember who the other one is, but there's somebody else that hasn't got their stuff yet. And Clay will be at the event. Dan will also be at the event. So right before the auction on Saturday night, we will present these things to them. And that would be a little bit that we do that we try to do that at the Rock Cup. Last year I didn't do it because there was a lot going on and we ended up electing them later, but we will be doing that this year. We'll be presenting some of the 2024 and the 2025 inductees into the Hall of Fame. They get a ring for their finger, a Hall of Fame ring. They get a plaque to hang on their wall, and then that plaque, and then I've got a duplicate plaque that I keep here. There's a Hall of Fame wall here in this building where we keep everything. Eventually, when I have some time, my plan is to make a Hall of Fame website where the information for each person in the Hall of Fame is there, and that what you can actually do is take a QR code and click it, and it would take you there to tell you about each player, their accomplishments, and your picture, bio, all that kind of stuff. It'll happen. It just takes time, and I have to usually I have to delegate a lot of things to people, and I just haven't got around to it. But I will. It will happen, and it's something that's on my to-do list. Just haven't got to it yet. All right, moving on. So Dennis and I did some things today. We had the Hall of Fame announcement. There's going to be another a thing come out around 6 o'clock tomorrow. It will be an article in pictures of the other map. One of the other we actually Scott Porter's maps. We'll have pictures and we'll be talking about those maps tomorrow. Sunday we have nothing, but then for the next all the way up to the Sunday before the Rock Cup, we'll have an article at 6 o'clock every day or a video. Dennis and I filmed videos, and we're going to highlight things going on at the Cup. The highlights that I know we're going to talk about the welcome event. We'll talk about the VIF package. We'll talk about some of the prizing. There's another map that's going to be that we should be able to release and show to everybody. That's the one that Lucas Van Hollen designed. We plan on having it. I think that next week, probably we have it planned. I think for Friday to do a article on it, and so there'll be something going into the Cup every day talking about stuff to let people see and talk and get more information on the different things. It is coming up. I encourage you to go to luckydicegames.net. When you go to luckydicegames.net, go to the you look at categories, and the category you want to look for is Rock Cup H for H. Click that, and you will see all the events, all the things for sale. I just added this morning. I added a bunch of different T-shirts, a bunch of more sizes. I think we got everything from small to I don't know if it's 4X or 5X sizes right now in stock, so you can buy your T-shirts. And I've got to update the map. I'm going to put the map image that's going to be going tomorrow, along with the name, since we know the name now. It will go. It was a TBA, and I need to change it. I'll probably do that tonight or in the morning. I don't know which, but I'll edit the website and put more information on there about it. And all the events. And if you're getting a VIF package, which I highly recommend, even if you don't want to play, look, this is what I'm going to tell you. Spend $55 and put money in your pocket, because if you don't play the VRs, fine, don't play the VRs. But the goodies that you're getting with the VIF package is like way more than $55. Put money in your pocket. You can sell out. You're getting... In the VIF package, you're getting the new bystander that everybody's ranting and raving on. That's going to bring when the cup is over. The only place that you can get this is by bidding on it, or by buying a VIFI package, or winning it by playing in one of the events. Okay, that's it. That's the only way to get it right now, and that bystander, when this is all said and done, I promise you is going to probably bring around $100 alone on the open market. You're going to be able to trade a chase for it. You're going to be able to, you can put it on eBay and sell it for $100. It's for $55. If you only got the bystander token, you've made money. The map is minimum $35. And I think it's worth at least about $50. Okay, you got con exclusives that have never been on the market yet. They've never even been released yet. You got they're $50 to $100 a piece. You've got there's other con exclusives that are right now bringing $100 plus that are on that list. By spending $55, you get $300 to $500. I would probably I really feel like you get $500, but minimum, I would tell you that you're getting $300 back. If you haven't bought your VIF package yet, you need to do it. Why do I say that? Because I don't know that I'm going to have VIF packages available for you if you just show up and say, hey, can I buy one? This is a pre-sale. It's something that I've ordered maps for. Once I run out of maps, Once I run out of some of this product, there is no more. Okay, so I'm telling you, buy your VIF package. Go to LuckyDiceGames.net and buy. If you're coming to the Cup, if you don't buy the VIF package, you are making an extreme error because it's money in your pocket. In fact, you could come and buy the package and leave, and you made money and don't play a single event. So I have no idea why you guys aren't just going cha-ching, 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 and buying these things up. You need to. Hey, Dennis. You need to purchase your VIF package, else you might not get one. All right. The maps are there. The T-shirts are there. The events are there. You guys need to go ahead and make your purchase. Again, I cannot guarantee you. Yes, we're going to have T-shirts. Yes, we're going to have maps. Yes, we're going to have all those things for sale and then some at the Cup. But I can't guarantee you that when you show up, that you're going to be able to buy a VF5 package, VIF package. Very important. Yeah, VIF. I'm sorry. I can't guarantee you that. I think it's 50-50. So, if you're going to get one, you need to go ahead and buy one, and it'll be sitting there waiting for you. You can also you have some of the choices may run out. I don't have hundreds of each one of those cons. So where you might have a choice of buying one of these 3 or one of these 4, you may not have that choice. When you show up, we might be sold out of Scarlet Witches if you really wanted a Scarlet Witch. We might be sold out of Joker Fishes if you really wanted a Joker Fish. So you need to go ahead and make that purchase. I can't emphasize that enough. So I think I've given you all the Rock Cup news. I guess there are a few other little things. We are going to be doing a Battle Royal trophy. It's going to be supplied by Critical Clicks. There's going to be a Battle Royal trophy. We're going to keep up with whoever has the most. And I may throw something else in. I may throw a bunch of stuff in the trophy. I would almost expect me to. I mean, that's just me. But right now it's a trophy, and I probably throw a bunch of stuff in the trophy to whoever wins the Battle Royal, whoever becomes the Battle Royal champion at the event. Okay, so that's one. Also, playing Battle Royals there is going to be awesome. Every single time that you play, you're guaranteed to get your money back. You're going to have the bystander there and 3 con exclusives and prizing for every Battle Royal that we play. And that is rock solid. And so you for your entry fee, you're getting that, and then and that doesn't include all the stuff thrown out on the table, the figures. So Dennis says, would a VIF package ever be available to buy online and shipped in future events, or is this an item that will always be? This package is meant for people coming to the Cup. Primarily, but if we do not sell out, and I have stuff available, my plan is to make that offer to everybody around the world, and we will ship it. It will probably be in a limited capacity. I will not make that decision until probably during the Cup. It might be. I don't think it's going to be the first day, but probably if I have a lot left over on Friday, I'm probably going to make that available and add shipping to it. The other thing that is news is that we will be live streaming games. We'll have a table, a feature table set up. I was going to do it myself, and I probably still will the first 2 days, but then we have somebody coming in that's more professional than me that will set up and be doing live stream games. We're not really planning on doing commentary and stuff like that, but we're just going to pick matches and put them and feature them and it'll be an array of people, and it'll be all weekend long. So that's pretty much all the things. Dennis, I got two Dennises here, so I'm not talking to you, Dennis Chavis. I'm talking to Dennis, my Dennis. Do you have anything do you think that we should have mentioned? I've already went over what we're doing with our live streams before you showed up. I mean, our announcements every day. I went over a lot of things. Is there anything that we've done that we've added? Oh, we did add some more pricing to some of the events. So on the Scott Porter events, specifically the teams events, we added more maps. We added the Scott Porter maps, and we added more maps. So there's more pricing in those now. Also, we have more of the bystanders that we're giving out. I think we were doing top 16. I think it's now top 32 that gets bystanders. So we've expanded the pricing on a few of the events. I don't remember exactly what we did, even though I'm the one that did it. I can't, I write rules and I don't even remember the damn rules. So anyway, it's done. And it's been so you'll be able to, if you go and look, you'll see those changes. It's being done on the Huntington's website. I haven't updated those things. I'll have to spend some time, probably tomorrow, and update the LuckyDiceGames.net website to reflect the pricing ads on. Plus, Dennis and I caught an error when we were looking at it earlier. We'll fix the errors, add some more pictures. I'll spruce it up tomorrow so it's all accurate. So I think that's it. So let's talk a little bit about Smash while we got just a few more minutes. So what I would tell you is I really like this set. I like it because to me it's kind of opposite of what we were seeing with Spider-Verse. I like Spider-Verse. I don't like playing Spider-Verse sealed. I didn't like playing Spider-Verse Battle Royals very much because of all the shape change, the super senses, the high defense, and just the craziness. I played in multiple Battle Royals where we've played and nobody did nothing for quite a while, not because they didn't try and roll dice, but either they couldn't hit or somebody shape changed or somebody was in stealth or somebody was in super senses. Or whatever. It's just been, Smash is not that. Smash and Destroy is very much Smash and Destroy. There are heavy hitters, there are bricks, there's lots of good attack values. It's hard to have a bad pool. I mean, you can have a bad pool, but it's hard to not have something that's not going to be able to go out and smash somebody and hit them hard. Yes, there's still some rollouts, and you still have the dice, yada, yada, but it is Smash and Destroy. That being said, the set is a little different than what I thought it was going to be. I was expecting really just nothing but Smash and Destroy. I think maybe half the set is what I would term Smash and Destroy, and the other half, and I might be a little bit more than a half, but I mean, oh, by the way, do you guys realize how many different things there are in this set? And when I say things, I'm talking about terrain, that's different, and I'm not even talking about the play at homes. I'm talking about just the set, just the booster sets. There are 95 things that you can pull from this set. That's objects, one-shots, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G versions of the figures, the chases, the super rares, and all the terrain. There are 95 items different things that you can pull from this set. 95. It's a huge set. The terrain and some of the stuff that is done with the terrain, I think is very meta-worthy. I think people are going to play with it. There's some fun stuff and some real meta stuff in this set. I've heard people talking about they weren't too hip on this set. They didn't really think it was many-worthy. Blah, phooey on you. Everybody says that about sets generally when there's definitely meta pieces. There's always stuff, whether it be from the legacy cards. I've been messing around with stuff, and it's really. I think I can see some things that are going to be played. I think you're going to definitely see Absorbing Man's played. People are going to. And by the way, I'll bring that up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Absorbing Man that are common. Take that back. There's 6 Absorbing Man that are common, and then you got the 1 chase. Now, I opened up 50 bricks, and I can tell you that what is going to be different about this set than what you maybe are used to is some of the commons are not going to be so common. It's not like Absorbing Man and some of the other ones. You're not where normally I would have a ton of Absorbing Man. It's spread out between all of them, and some of them it's going to be harder to collect some of these figures than even as a common that what we're used to. So just don't think that just because you have a common figure that it's just a common figure. These Absorbing Man, I would rate at least as a rare, some of them. I mean, maybe all of them, because it's hard to put some of this stuff together. So you got like 3 Hulks. You have the Absorbing Man, which is going to get played. I'm just going down here. Hawkeye is a very good range attacker. I can see him being played. Somebody was playing with one of these guys. Which one was it? All right, this Captain America, the 75-point Captain America that has the Defend with 19, very good pool, and I think he's really good. And I didn't go over all of them. I also was able to play with the common Ant-Man, which is kind of fun because he can put adjacent figures and make them tiny. So he can be useful. Quicksand is just Quicksand is a brick, man. Quicksand is good. I don't know if meta play. I'm not saying meta play, but man, in a seal, Quicksand is good. Primus is also good. Arcade gets to do shenanigans with all the terrain markers. Let's see. Dennis is asking a question. What do you think of the concept of a chase variant with Absorbing Man 007G? Would you see them as a positive in the future sets? I don't know. I think that it was good. I don't think that's going to be something that we continuously see. I think it was they just did that because of Absorbing Man. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know all of WizKids' plans, but I like it. I thought it was kind of a cool difference. The Giant Man and Goliath I didn't do very much with. Rhino I think is pretty good. Abomination is interesting. Destroyer being able to use it as armor. I think it's going to get used. Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder. Very interesting, and I see the figure I was talking about. Tooth Gnasher, and I'm not going over these in detail. I might do this next week, but I'm just like doing a rundown, just a quick observance of stuff that I've seen. Tooth Grinder and Tooth Gnasher, I think, could be meta. And I was playing against a guy, and what happens is they can move half movement, carry an Asgardian. So they go 4 squares, and then they drop an Asgardian in front of them. So that's the 5th square, and then that Asgardian can do things. They can do run and shot. They can do charge. So the guy that I was playing with had one of the dogs, which Thori is very good, by the way. Charge Flurry was carrying one of the dogs and dropping the dog off, and very good. But I mean, things that I think about is having 2 Tooth Gnashers. And let's say you have 2 Tooth Gnashers and a Thor. Thor does a running shot, so many squares, and then makes his deal. And then 1 Tooth Gnasher carries the other Tooth Gnasher to Thor. Okay? Well, the tooth gnat, the our tooth grinder. Now, tooth grinder can then get a free action, so he picks up and brings Thor and and Tooth Gnasher back to wherever. It's a yo-yo effect. You can do that in all different kinds of combinations, but the point is that you can do some crazy things with those guys, and I think that I can see them being used. There's a lot of Empower in this set, if you didn't know it. Now, I pulled a Red Harpy, and I don't know if everybody understands exactly. I know Dennis looked at Red Harpy initially and said he wasn't too impressed with it. I got it in the game to see how it works, and I'm telling you that it's a fun click. When I was it reminds me, when I won the world championship, there was a figure that I played with back then. It was called Ironheart, and Ironheart, it took damage differently, and it didn't get knocked out of the game unless certain things happened. You had to roll. It reminds me very much of Ironheart. In fact, it might be better than Ironheart on its rollout. So what happens is, when you first look at it and it's like it's only 4 clicks. Okay, well, it's a flyer, got 12 attack, it's got charge, it's got 18 impervious, it's got battle fury, which is good because that gets around shape change. And once per attack, when Red Harpy or adjacent character, this is also good. Once per attack, when Red Harpy or an adjacent friendly character is damaged by an opposing character's attack, after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. So it's like Mystics, it's penetrating, but it's not just for her, it's also for any characters around her. Now, if you hit her and you KO her, she's got a really weird, it's called the Green Door effect. It says when Red Harpy would be KO'd by an opposing effect, instead roll a d6 and place the result on the card. If that result is not already on her card, turn her to click 1, otherwise KO her protected pulse wave. So, what that means is you kill her. So I'm going to roll a die, but that die isn't on my card yet. I put her card down, and whatever die roll that is, I'm going to put it on the card. Let's say it's a 1. So I put the 1 on there, and I turn her back to click 1, and she's good. You kill her again, then I roll a die again. And if I roll anything but a 1, she's still alive. And then I put that, so let's say I roll a 1. I rolled a 1 first. Now I'm going to roll a 2. So I put her back to click 1, I put it on 2, and now she's at click 1 again, and you got to kill her all over again. Meanwhile, you're not scoring points. Minimum, you're going to get 8 clicks out of her because she can't die in her first time. So you got to do 4 clicks and get through impervious the first time, and then if you do that, you've got to do it all over again for the second time around. Meanwhile, she's dealing out penetrating damage to anybody that attacks her. The odds are extremely good that you're going to get at least 12 clicks out of her. I think you're guaranteed 8. You're extremely likely to get 12, and if you're really crazy lucky, you could actually get 5 times. You could actually get 5. You could actually get 24 clicks at her if you roll well. It could conceivably take 24 clicks of damage, dealt damage, to be able to knock her out if you were to roll right. It very much reminds me of the way of Ironheart when I played her back in the day, and she spun around, and when she spun, you rolled a die, and certain things had to happen for her to die, and my Ironheart hardly ever died, I always got use out of it, and so I think that Red Harpy's very good, in my opinion, and I think after talking to Dennis last night, I think that he had, I think I changed his mind on that. Titania, decent figure. Cinder, I don't know much about. Thor, we're going into the chases, and I think Thor's good. I think Hulk is a big tank. Captain America, extremely good. I faced that Captain America. It's got a couple of stop clicks. It's got this special terrain that Captain America puts out, that if you are not within 2 squares of the terrain, that your attack and damage value gets reduced by 2. That's very significant. Um, so, what I picture is putting that terrain in the middle of the map, surrounding it with my team to so that they can't even get within 2 squares, and they're attacking me from outside of it, and then I can do my shenanigans from there. Maybe I've got some defend in there. Maybe I got different things that elevate me, but I'm going to move to the middle of the map, and I'm going to take the middle of the map, and I'm going to use that as my attack place. They can't. It's protected pulse wave, and it's nasty, man. It's a very nasty effect. Also, Captain America gets to produce this monstrosity of a devil dinosaur that is a giant that with charge and 4 damage and super strength and I think impervious and a 19 defense. Look, I see right here. It's 6 charge, 12 attack with blades. Got giant, also has enhancement, 4 damage, 18 impervious. Nasty, nasty bystander that if you manage to kill it, you don't even get any points for it. But you have to kill it, or it's going to kill you. Magneto, Chase, very good. I didn't see anybody pull or play with it. Juggernaut's also really good. Another brick in this set that we're going to get to see all these guys played at the Rock Cup. Freyla, I don't know that much about. I'd have to go back and read her. Captain Marvel, I know is very good. I saw Captain Marvel in action and actually just take out half a team on her own. Absorbing Man is not that good. I actually pulled an Absorbing Man, and Absorbing Man by himself is not that good in my opinion. He's okay. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying if you just have a Absorbing Man and you pull the chase, which is great, he's not that good by himself. But if you have other Absorbing Man, that whole thing is very, very good. All of them together. Hey, Anthony. Guys, we can't talk about Anthony anymore. He's in the house. Anyway, I think Absorbing Man is very, very good. The legacies, I've been hearing people, I have different opinions on some of the legacies than they do. Everybody's just all about talking about Druid and the leader, and I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying I'm not just totally sold on them like everybody else is. But there are some good legacies here. I haven't got a chance to study them so much. By the next week, I'll have much more information. I will go down the set. And we will pick figures that we think are really good, and we'll go over them in detail. All I'm doing now is just highlighting some things that I saw that I thought was pretty awesome. That is good. And man, these terrain markers, they are really good, guys. Now, something else I want to say is that I'm going to quit talking about figures for right now. We'll pick that up again next week. Now, when we first started doing, I actually did not think that I was going to be able to do what we're doing right now. I thought that Smash was going to be released during the Cup. That's what we anticipated. We thought it was going to be a pre-release, and I thought I would have to skip. I thought we would be doing Spider-Verse all the way up to the Cup, and I thought that we would have to probably skip doing our regular Friday auction that week, which we still will, but I thought we would not be able to get this in. And I didn't know if we would probably end up the following week having our big singles sale that we always have on Wednesdays during release. So that's all been moved. So we are having our event tonight. And by the way, things are going really, really cheap, and you guys should jump on this stuff while you can. There are boosters that are going way below retail. Right now, I'm looking at them right now. You're looking at $11, $12 boosters that are just going really, really cheap, and it's a great deal. And which I think that maybe I don't know, some of the auctions just ended. But anyway, there's some cheap stuff here. We will. I didn't think we'd get to do this tonight. We are. This coming Wednesday will be our singles auction. I will have every singles item, I believe, based on what I pulled, and I bought a lot of Smash. We should have everything up on Wednesday night. I'm way ahead of the game this time, way more so than normal. I got a whole bunch more. I think there's 80 bricks being delivered on Monday. I've in total, how many bricks have I bought with what I bought for the cup and bought here? 80, see, 50 and 80, 130 and 90, 220 bricks. So I got a little bit of Smash. So we're going to, we will be doing our singles auction on Wednesday, and we will then be doing Smash. 1 week from now, we'll be doing Smash solo. We're doing Spider-Verse and Smash tonight. This will be our last Spider-Verse, and we'll be flipping over to Smash. It's kind of, I wouldn't have, normally I don't do that. The only reason I did it is because what I told you is I thought that Spider-Verse was going to end. We were going to keep it all the way up to the cup, and I got a little bit more Spider-Verse than I want, so I figured, hey, we'll do one more Spider-Verse for brick as we kick off Smash, and that's why we're doing it, because I'm a little bit overloaded. But also, the other guys, if you guys are going to the cup, keep a watch out. I will have my store there, and I will have all the HeroClix goodies there, and I'm going to have cases and bricks and all kinds of stuff. Watch for deals. Especially when it gets towards the end. If I've got a lot of inventory left over, I'm going to be giving out some deals. So just just watch. I will you heard it here first. There are going to be some deals for product, and I've got some really cool stuff that is not HeroClix that are going to be there. There'll be statues and some other stuff. All right, the auction just ended, so we're going to flip over to that and start opening up some stuff. Now, there's no way I'm going to be able to go back and try to figure out who won what. So you guys are going to have to help me. If I say, hey, whose booster is this? Speak up, please. I'd like to know, especially when you're winning something really cool. I would really like to poke your name out there. All right, let me clear this screen. So I'm going to start off, and we're going to add things in. Well, let me open the case up first. We'll get the legacy card. So we're going to be doing Spider-Verse first. And then we'll flip over to Smash. So hoping somebody wins the bounties every time we open up a brick, but if we don't, we will have to name, whether we hit it or not, we will have to name another figure when we go over to Smash. So if the bounty still has not been won when we go to Smash, we will have to name another figure. All right, so start off throwing a legacy card in there. We are doing Spider-Verse. Let me throw in some other prizing. I've got a Fire Lord. I'll get some more, but I finally ran out of legacy cards to pass out. So legacy card there for Fire Lord. And then we're going to throw in the Empress tarot card. And then let's start throwing in some figures. I see a Bizarro Flash from Flash. That's a Prime. I see a Magenta also from Flash. Super rare. I think I just shucked Magenta, but I'll get her. Then I've got, this is a guy that could have been in Smash. Honestly, I got a Scourge, a Prime. It wouldn't. I mean, I think he would have fit it just fine. Then I've got a Captain Marvel from Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's another one. Another one that could have easily been in Smash, and that's Gertrude Yorks in Old Lace. I always need a dinosaur in Smash. And then let's do this one right here. This is going to be Harvest. It's from Teen Titans. It's a super rare. So that's our first pulls, our first things added in. And let's start opening up some stuff. So I'm going to now, you guys. I'm looking for the first two nominations for super rare out of Spider-Verse. So the first two things I see that somebody's nominated, go ahead and start putting your names up. They're looking for a Spider-Verse super rare. If that super rare comes up in your booster, you win the bounty prizes. Go ahead, Nicole, tell us who it's going to be. Got somebody typing over here. All right, so I got Spider-Ham. And I got got a Spider-Ham over here. Nothing yet, still waiting. I got one nomination of a Spider-Ham. I need that to be seconded, or I need something brand new. What is today's date? 25. Come on, guys. Need some nominations. We can't get going until we pick out what we're going to do. Nobody? Nicole, where are you? Need a second nomination for Spider-Ham or something new. Come on, guys. Dennis, where'd you go? Everybody disappeared. Or they're just being silent. You can be silent, just type. We're doing Spider-Verse, Nicole. We're on Spider-Verse. Spider-Ham. She said Spider-Ham, so Spider-Ham it is. You got all this time to be looking up and figuring out what it's going to be for. You can go to HC Units and you can figure out what it's going to be, what you want to call out for a smash. All right, so here we go. Number one. Good luck, everybody. Number one. Last week, I think it was last week, number one started off good. That happens sometimes. So I've got a rare Ashley Barton, a uncommon Scarlet Spider. I've got a Spider-Man Nora common, Iceman common, and a Spider Bite common. That would be booster number one. Booster number two. Booster number two. We got Spider Clone common, Spider UK rare, Dr. Kurt Connors common, Spider-Man common 001, Spider's Man uncommon. So we still got super rares coming. Still looking for our super rares, and we're looking for our chase and a prime, good, and our all that good stuff. Number three. Number 3, we have Slide, uncommon. Stunner, rare. One Shot, web swinging. Venom, uncommon. Mysterio, common. Goon, common. Number 4. All right, we have a meta piece in here that I've been seeing played. I was looking over and reviewing teams from some of the Silver Age matches to see what people have been playing the last month, and I saw this guy quite a bit. So you got Spider-Man rare, Gwen Stacy uncommon, Inner Demon common, Spider-Man 001 common, and then you got the Spot. And the Spot is the figure I was referring to. I've been seeing him on a lot of teams, usually equipped. Number 5. Number 5, we got Assist from Another World, one shot. We have Norman Osborn, uncommon. Man Mountain Marco, common. The Spider, rare. Goblin Army, common. Spider-Man 005, common. Oh, and a one shot. Assist from, I did say that. Assist from Another World. All right, number 6. We've only pulled one super rare, no bounty yet, and no chase yet. I also noticed when I was pulling these bricks that oftentimes there were some double chase bricks. Specifically, you sometimes pull a Absorbing Man in another chase. Spider-Man Nora, common. Spider-Man uncommon. Spider Clone. Spider-Man 2099, rare, and Spider Bite, common. Gotta admit, I'm not gonna miss saying, all right, you got Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man's, UK Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider... All right, now we're on to number 7. Let's see. Come on. Where's the good stuff at? People on the tail end are getting excited because we haven't pulled the chase yet. Spider-Man, common, 005. Moreland, rare. Norman Osborn, uncommon. Ghost Spider, 011, common. And Spider-Man 001, common. Number 8, still no chase. Still 2 super rares left. No, haven't seen a prime yet. And still have a bounty that is open. We're looking for Spider-Ham super rare. Okay. We have a one-shot Spider Totem. Then we have the Lizard uncommon, Ghost Spider common, Dr. Kurt Connors common, Glider rare, and Goon common. It's looking really good for the people that had the higher numbered boosters. We are 2/3 there. The back third looks really good right now. All right, we are on number 9. Number 9. Number 9. We got Martin Lee, uncommon. Spiderbot, common. Black Symbiote, common. Inner Demon, common. And then we have another super rare, Hypno Hustler. Not the one we were looking for, but it is our second super rare. By the way, if you guys didn't know it, the number one selling figure in this set is Spider-Bot. Number 10. Number 10. We have Spider-Cat Rare, Bedlam Uncommon, Goblin Army Common, Spider-Bot Common, and our third super rare Kangaroo. So we're probably not going to pull a Spider-Ham in this one, at least not the super rare. All right, number 11. Kind of hoping we'd hit the bounty right off the bat. Okay, who has number 11? Speak up if you do, please. Number 11. Number 11. Number 11, speak up if you got it. There's no way I'm going to be able to find you with 48 boosters. Hey, Trevor, you can view the, I just saw that. I'm sorry this wasn't rolled down. The stream, you can go to YouTube if you can see this. Let me type this. Okay, he found it. But you can also go to YouTube. We have a Lucky Dice live YouTube channel, also on Facebook. But I recommend Lucky Dice. I recommend YouTube to watch this if you can. And so anyway, back to where we were at. We're on number 11. Nobody's volunteered, so I'm just gonna go for it. I wish you guys would tell me if you got it, but it's Man Mountain Marco, common, Spider-Man uncommon, Gwen Stacy uncommon, Dr. Kurt Connors common, Cannon Event, one shot, and the first chase of the night, you have a Vulture. Last booster for this first brick. And we get to add in more stuff. Okay. We have Firestar Rare, Iceman Common, Mysterio Common, Red Symbiote Common, Spider Bite Uncommon. That's it for this brick. Let's add in some more prizing because we're going to another brick. We will throw in another tarot card. Let's throw in and I don't even know how to say this, the Hierophant. We're going to throw in a Kirk DePaul from Harley Quinn. It's a prime. We're going to throw in this little girl up here. Starshine from Avengers Infinity. Let's grab some stuff up here. This fits tonight. I have a sealed little booster box from Incredible Hulk. Maybe you'll get one of the legacy cards in there. And then let's go over here and let's grab Pestilence from the X of Swords. Let's do one more. Let's grab another Prime, Dr. Minerva, and she's from Guardians of the Galaxy. And let's get to the next brick. We're throwing another legacy card. The bounty figure remains as Spider-Ham. I don't know why I opened that, guys, but I'm putting it there like that. Just opening, just not even thinking. Anyways, you're getting that legacy card open if you win the bounty prizes. If we don't get the bounty prize, if we don't do it on this booster, we will have to name another bounty figure for the next set. Another thing I didn't mention, but we'll be announcing it. Um, we're working on doing the Auxxit. One of the things that we're doing for Auxxit is we're not having everything end all at once like we normally do. It's going to be a little staggered on Saturday night. In addition to that, we're going to be running stuff all week. So there'll be some stuff definitely for Friday night, and I think all week we're going to be off. We have a little thing that we're wanting to do to try to distribute a little something more out to the community, and you'll have opportunities that whole week. I think that's the plan. I'm still waiting for confirmation from Scott on how he wants to do this, but the plan is right now, I think, to run multiple auctions and running something every day going all the way into the cup, so it give more opportunities for people to buy things and not be so stressed out trying to buy stuff every day. All right, so we decided, let's see, this is going to be, oh, I don't want to use this one. Where's my good marker? There it is. Used to be a bigger marker here. I don't know where it went. All right, so we're going to be going to number 13. What did we decide today's date was? Today is 4/25. 4/25. Yep. So let's go 13, 4/25, 14, 4/25, 15, 4/25, 16, 4/25, 17, 4/25, 18. This pen right here is just about done. It's seeing its last breaths. Need to bring another one over here. I need to find the other one, but then I don't know where it's at. And 24. I think everybody is excited about. They want to want me to hurry up and get through the Spider-Verse so we can get to the Smash. I don't know where it's went. We did have one. I found magenta, so I'm gonna throw her back in here. There we go. All right, here we go. Again, we are looking for Spider Ham, or Super Duper Chase. So which figure are you? What figure am I looking forward to from Smash? I really like playing with that Prime the other night, but I don't know. All right, so we got Mysterio, Common, Norman Osborn, Uncommon, Goblin Army, Common, Firestar, Rare, Ghost Spider, Common. If I'm playing in a sealed, I really want to get ahead. I like playing with bricks in a sealed, so I don't know which one. One of the chases would be awesome. But I mean, there's some really good stuff in here. I mean, it's just, some of the stuff is just tough. I mean, they're like, I mean, there are some bricks in here that are hard to kill that do a lot of damage. All right, so let's go to Slide, Uncommon, Spider Bite, Common, Ashley Barton, Rare, Black Symbiote, Common, and Spider Bot, Common. I really enjoyed playing that Prime. It's fun. I think it can do a lot of stuff. Helps your team. I like having a TK figure. I had that the other night, but I didn't have the heavy hitters the way the guys I had an absorbing man, but he just really got destroyed by some psychic blast and exploit weakness that another guy had. So it's just there's some good stuff in there though. I mean, I think that there is. I think the chases, several of the chases you really hope to pull in a sealed environment. I think that they really are good. All right, so we got Spider Rare, Spider Clone, Common, Spider's Man Uncommon, Spider-Man 001, Spider-Man 005, both the common Spider-Man. And I haven't seen everything to be able to say exactly which ones I want, but I do like some of the heavy hitters. All right, so now we're going to number 16. We have not pulled a prime at all tonight. The first brick was very typical. 3 super rares, 1 chase. So we should pull a prime in here. Assemble the team, 1 shot, Mr. Negative, uncommon, Inner Demon, common, Spider-Man 2099 rare, Mysterio, common, and Goon, common. So we should get a prime, and we still haven't pulled a super rare on this second brick, and we haven't pulled a chase yet either. What about you, man? Which one do you want? What are you looking for? Dark, what are you hoping to, what figure are you like? What's your number 1 on your wish list? Okay, we are on number 17 now. 17, I got Spider Cat rare, Spider-Man uncommon, Goblin Army common, Spider-Man Nor common, and Spider Clone common. I mean, I'd also wouldn't mind in a sealed playing with the Absorbing Man, but I'd want to have multiple Absorbing Man. I think you got for it to be effective, and you have to, and even there you need to have the right ones. So number 18. Oh, you definitely wanted to be on the back half of these bricks. Scarlet Spider, uncommon. Red Symbiote, common. Iceman, common. Spider-Man, common. And Moreland, rare. Chase Magneto, that's a good choice. By the way, guys, if you don't know it, I do have every single item in this set. All 95 of them are on the auction block on eBay right now. I started every one of them at $1. The auction ends on Sunday. There are still some that are very, very low, so you might want to check that out. I have every single figure, every single item, every single object, every single thing in this set. 95 auctions going on with no reserve, all starting at $1, all end on Sunday night, if you guys want to go check that out. I've got this is booster number 24. No, this is 19. I'm sorry. We got Glider Rare, Tombstone uncommon. We've got Common Spider-Man 005, and we've got Inner Demon common, and then we do have our first super rare for this second brick, and it's Web Slinger. Thor, Magneto, Captain Marvel, Hulk. Captain America's good, man. Don't overlook that Captain America. Number 20. What about Jugs? You don't like Jugs? I think he'd be fun to play. I wouldn't mind pulling him. 20. Number 20. One shot, web swinging. If you got number 20, shout out to me, please. Let me know you got it. We've got Lizard, uncommon. Spider Bite, common. We have Man Mountain Marco, common. And we have Gwen Stacy uncommon. Anybody want to claim number 20? If not, I'm just going to keep it. If you don't shout it out, you can't get it. you got, it's a chase. Whoever's got number 20's got a chase. They got Spider Biodroid. Not a bad chase. All right, so that's 20. We're getting close, man. We're almost to smash. I know that's what everybody's here for. 21. Still no prime. We still should have 2 super rares or 1 super rare left in here. I think 2 super rares. And we just checked off 1 thing off the list. So in this one, this is number 21. We have Spider-Bot common, Dr. Kirk Connors common, Mysterio uncommon, Lady Stiltman super rare, and Craven 035B prime. So you got the super rare and the prime in this, whoever's got that. Number 22. I'm going to tell you guys, in my humble opinion, I've looked at every one of them, and I know you can look at pictures on the internet, and you might think that this scope or that scope or whatever's better, but when you hold something in your hand, they have a different look to it. And sometimes the picture does not do the actual figure justice. So I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, the best sculpt of this set, and it might surprise you, the Chase Iron Man. Oh, good, man! Congratulations. So somebody claimed the Chase. I'm glad I'm glad you won it. Congratulations. Somebody. The Iron Man Chase and Smash, in my opinion, is the best looking figure. And I mean, the Thor looks good, Jugs looks good, a lot of them, but the Spider-Man, I mean, the Iron Man almost looks real. It's just really done. Hey! All right, who's got booster number 22? Come on now, who's got booster number 22? I need to know. 22. Who's got it? Come on, guys. I'm gonna have to look for this one. We have to slow everything down. If you just tell me that you got it, we can speed it all back up. Let's see if maybe I can hit it or see it. 22. All I see is the later numbers here. Who's got 22? Come on. 22. Well, really? Oh, that would be a shame. I've never not had any boosters not bid on. That means somebody lost out big time. Let me see. Then on the other hand, somebody gained big time. So let me look at my sales. Sales. Number 22. You know, I think you're right. I don't think I don't know. They could have already paid for it. I've never not had anything not sold, so that's interesting. So if it's not sold, it's mine, I guess. So that's these, but there's some stuff it's 24, 17, 9. I think Nicole, nope. That was last week, 418. Yep. So it looks like this was a non-sale, and if you would have bought, this one, you would have won. Hey, Chad, if you would have bought this one, you would have won the bounty. So we have a Spider-Man Noir, common, a spider bite, a Iceman common, a tombstone uncommon, and we have the spider ham that we've been looking for. So I guess the spider ham stays here at Lucky Dice. I'll verify that later on, but when we go through this, and we'll pull out the boosters that did not sell, and we'll just keep them. Number 23. Number 23, we have a one-shot Spider Totem. We have a Iceman common, Dr. Kurt Connors common, Man Mountain Marco common, Spider UK common, the Lizard uncommon. One more left, and then we're off to Smash. We'll have to pick out a new bounty, even though we pulled the bounty, because nobody bought the booster apparently. Now, at least I didn't see it. I glanced at it real quick. There's a possibility somebody did pay for it, and I just don't know it. Last one, number 24. 24. We have Ghost Spider common, Cannon Event, one shot, Spider-Man uncommon, Goon common, Spider Punk rare, Spider Bite uncommon. Okay. We have, that case is done, complete. We're moving on. Now, if you happen to buy 22, I really wish you would speak up, because I can't find it. If I can't find it, I can't sit to the side. I'm not going to. All right, so here we go, guys. We're moving on into Smash. Before we do that, we will add in some figures. I'm going to try to theme these things, theme this a little bit. So this is a guy that should have been in Smash as a legacy. We have a Hulk. This is a good Hulk. This Hulk is the free comic book day Hulk, but he could have well been in Smash. I have a, let's see, what else? What's over here? Let's see. I don't know if I have any more that are like really themed to the set. Thought maybe I could. All right, so we'll do a Captain Avalon from Storyline, from X of Swords. Hey, let's do this. We're going to throw in a Chase. We're going to throw in a Teen Titans head case, Chase. Let's throw in a Selena Kyle from Batman, Prime. She's a Prime. Let's throw in a Abracadabra from Flash, super rare. Let's do one more. Let's throw it. I got an LE right over here. This is a Magneto, and it is also, this is from Regenesis. All right, so here we go, guys. We're to the good stuff. The Spider-Man's good. It's just old. This is the new good. Smash and destroy. All right. First thing we're going to do is add this legacy card in there without opening it. You just go to pay for a booster. You just go. You go up to the right. Let's see, where's it at? I think it's where it's shop. Is it shop? No. I usually don't do the paying. I usually do the other end of it. You should just go to the right-hand corner, hit your name, and then you drop down and you see purchases. Click purchases, and then it'll take you to what you bought, and you pay for it. Chad. Good to see you, by the way, Chad. You should be coming to the Rock Cup. You would enjoy the Rock Cup more than you do Dragon Con, Chad. I haven't seen Chad in a long, long, long time. That's because I haven't been going to Dragon Con. I used to go to Dragon Con every year. Used to actually support Dragon Con every year in HeroClix. And when the Rock Cup moved, and we were in October, and we moved into our own place, I didn't want to do two things, especially that close together. So I quit going to Dragon Con. And then Worlds is in September, and right around Dragon Con. I mean they're real close to each other. And I also have an Alliance event that I go to generally in September. It's just I just can't do everything, but I do like Dragon Con. It's a good convention, but I only went there generally to play games. So I was always in the game hall pretty much the whole time I was there. But I mean, I've done anything. I used to be on the staff there for a little while, and they treat the staff pretty good. I mean, they let us go to Six Flags for free. They gave us all badges to Six Flags. We got a discount to go to the aquarium and all kinds of stuff like that. So I really enjoyed some of those things, and I like looking at the costumes and things. Back then buying things was tough because it was really tight, and I don't know how it is today, but anyway. So now we're going to booster number 25. As soon as I find what I did with my pen. I thought I threw it back in here, did I not? Oh no! We've lost the most needed tool that we have, our pen. What did I do with the Sharpie? I swore I threw it back in the drawer. Oh, there it is. Yay. All right, number 25. Where am I going? Where's a good writing spot on these? Guess I'm going to put it here. All right, so 25. Or 25. 26. 425. Yeah, I think I can get through the night with this Sharpie, but I think I'm going to need another one next week. Whew, it's getting rough. Five. 33. 5. 2. That's supposed to be 32. Let's make this 35. 25. And then 36. All right, we need a new figure. Need a new bounty figure, guys. Let's nominate one. You got, just on the top of my head, I know that we got some goats. You can name one of the goats as a super rare. We haven't named one yet. That's what we're doing right now. I need a bounty figure name for Smash. So I need a super rare, guys. If you want me to, I can bring back up the list if you're not familiar. I've got, here's a list of Smash Your Story super rares. In case you don't know, there is Titania. Yep, Cinder's one. Red Harpy. Nope, Harpy is one. Constrictor. Tooth Grinder and Tooth Gnasher. Chad, did you set up your account? Arrow is another one. Yep. Arrow is twice, so Arrow it is. All right. We just named it Jasperado. It's going to be Arrow. All right, so we're looking for our Aereo. I don't know how you say it. Look, Aereo, Oreo. We'll just call her Oreo. All right, here we go. New set, number 25. Smash and Destroy. New bounty figure. Fairly big pile. And some of these figures, Thori is good. And so you've got Thori common, very, very good figure. You have Hulk 001A. You've got Lenny Ballinger, uncommon, Quicksilver, uncommon, and you got Bulldozer, rare. That was number 25. Now we're going to number 26. Okay. All right, so I almost made a mistake here. All right, so you got terrain in this one, and the terrain comes in a bag. I'm not opening the bag up, although I almost did this out of habit. So, first terrain of the night, Pit Trap. Then you've got our first super rare is going to be in this booster. You got Arcade, common, Lenny Ballinger, uncommon, Wrecker, O10C. You got La Diablo, Officer 004B. He's actually, I had him last night. He's interesting. He's got a special power that I was able to use and put tokens on a bunch of people. It's pretty cool. And then the super rare, the very first super rare of the night is Cinder. Congratulations, you won the very first super rare of the new set. All right, number 27. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Who has number 27? Come on, speak up. Who has 27? I know every one of these boosters sold, so who has 27? Come on, you're gonna be excited. Gonna be real excited. Toad, uncommon. Damage Control Worker, common. Hulk, 001C. And Scarlet Witch, uncommon. Who has, I'm going to look it up. We're going to slow everything down. You can speed it back up if you just say who you are. We're looking at number 27. Who has 27? Come on, guys. Participate. Tell me that you got it. 27. There's 25. 26. 28. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go and look at a different place. Nobody's claiming it yet. Save us a lot of time if you just say me, 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 me. Sales. Okay, we're looking for 27. 27. They're all in order. 20. All right, so whoever won that is already paid for it, apparently. Or nobody bid on it. Ah, there we go, Thomas. Welcome to the party, man. Thank you. You have the first chase of the new set, and you got a good one. You have Magneto, my friend. Magneto, congratulations. All right. Now we're going on to number 28. That was great, man. $100-something pool. Number 28. This is one of the better looking sculpts, I think. It's very detailed. I'll tell you now because I just pulled him out. It's Rhino. Rhino is very detailed, looks really cool. Rhino rare, Ant-Man common, Zax uncommon, D-Cell uncommon, and Arcade common. You're okay, Thomas. I mean, there is some lag. There's lag on the video everywhere. There's more in Auxxit than I think other places. The best place to look at it, I can see if you type either on Facebook or on Auxxit, I can see you guys typing everything. Auxxit, I have a separate window on, but I have the Restream chat that I have shows all the other places at one time. So, but YouTube is where we recommend that you watch it. But you know, it's fine on Facebook too. Okay, so in this one, we got some more terrain, so we'll go over that real quick. So we're on number 28, if my memory serves me right. Nope, we're on 29. Yeah, we're on 29. All right, so you got a little bitty piece of terrain, and I think this is a meteor. I don't know for sure. It just looks like a meteor that skidded across the ground. I think that's what it is. It could be a rock, but I think it's a meteor. Then we got some pretty good figures. And I haven't looked at this one figure I have not looked at very closely. That's Taskmaster. And you've got 027B Taskmaster Rare, Black Ant 017 Uncommon, Thori Common, Craven 008B. You got Pile Driver 010B. Whoops. Almost didn't put that in there. All right, now we're moving on to number 30. Number 30. We got some terrain in this one also. The terrain that's in number 30 is Dumpster Fire. We also have the second. Okay, who has number 30? Come on, guys, speak up. Who has number 30? You've got Craven Common, Dicer, Desir. I wonder how you say your name exactly. Dennis said the other night, Dicer, Uncommon, Steve Rogers Uncommon, Speedball Common. And who has this? You gonna make me look again, or try to look? Looking for booster number 30. Number 30, who has 30? Yay, Brandon! All right, Brandon, you have the bounty figure. Oreo, we're going to call her Oreo. We're just going to read it right to left. Oreo. I think it's Aereo. But you have that super rare, sir. And she's not bad. She's a TK and does some stuff. It's not very many points. I haven't looked at her totally, but she's one of the prettier pieces in the set. And you have the bounty. Do you want me to open up your bounty? Let me get something to put this in. Got a bag right here. You want me to open up your legacies, Brandon? Probably do. Just I need you to say yes or no. I have no problem, although I opened one accidentally already, but I didn't really look at it. I have no problem on sending them to you sealed, if you want them sealed. Your call. I just need to know. Need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Whoops. That's the one that I opened, I think. Yep. But you still don't know what it is. Open, don't open, Brandon. Open, don't open. Yes, no. No, yes. All right, open. Cool. Putting all these in there. You should have three legacy cards. Like I said, one of them I've already opened. We'll start another bounty pile and choose another bounty figure on the fourth brick. Okay, you got the very first one is you got Dr. Octopus. Then you got a Dr. Octopus. Okay, I guarantee you it's not going to be Dr. Octopus in this one. If there is, then WizKids has a much serious problem with quality control than we even thought. All right, so this is the first Smash one. Did you get a good one? Oh, you did. You did. You did. You got Juggernaut. I think that's a pretty good pull. Juggernaut Legacy. So the bounty, so I need to put that in there too. That was number 30. So we'll just throw all that in here. Keep it all together. And put that right there. All right. Moving on. Number 31. These are two of the pieces I was talking about they're very good pulls. Do not overlook, when they're sealed, do not overlook these people in a seal. They're good. You've got Primus, uncommon. You've also got a super rare. This Constrictor is also very good. It's got giant reach. When he hits, he puts on action tokens. He's pretty tough, pretty hard to kill. Honestly, this booster, you should be pretty happy with this booster if you were to pull it. It's not, you don't have any, Constrictor, but you don't have any chases or anything. But you got Primus uncommon, you got Constrictor super rare, you got Absorbing Man 007A, you got Arcade 006, and then you got Quicksand, who is a beast in this set at uncommon. So as far as a booster goes, if I was playing in sealed, I'd be pretty happy thinking I could put something pretty good together with that. You still have another booster, and you hopefully have some stuff to go with it, but that's pretty good stuff. All right, so now we're moving on. We're doing number 32. You got Arcade rare, Ant-Man common, D-Cell uncommon, Excavator common, Valkyrie common. It just doesn't roll off. Valkyrie just doesn't roll off my mouth right. Weird name. Moving on to number 33. Number 33. There's not a lot of range in this set, but you do have the good range piece that I'm about to call out. With the tape to let go. You have a Hawkeye common, very good range piece, does quite a bit of damage. I was lucky enough to have Hawkeye with a Perplexer TKer, so it's pretty darn good. And then I had an enhancement with also. All right, so Hawkeye common, damage control worker common, Valkyrie again common, Hazmat uncommon, and you have a Wave high rare. Number 34. Okay, you have a one shot. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You have an Absorbing Man, 007C, Destroyer Prime, congrats, 031B. Then you've got Captain America, uncommon. You have a Heimdall sight of one shot. And then you got Hawkeye, common, and La Diablo's Soldier, common. And that's a pretty good brick. Pretty good booster. Now we're going to Number 35. Chad, did you bid on number 35? I think you're just trying to do a buy. You actually have to bid on these things and win, and then you pay for them. Maybe you think I know you haven't been here that much, but the auction runs from 2 to about 8 o'clock. Sometimes it extends a little bit, and you have to bid on those, and then if you win, yeah, that's what it is. That's why you can pay for it, Chad. You have to bid on them, and then the high bidder wins them, and then you pay for them. Okay, so, and sometimes they're cheap. I mean, there's some Spider-Man that didn't even sell, but there's a lot of stuff that only went for like 11 bucks. So you got a Goliath rare, you got a Zax uncommon, Black Ant uncommon, Thunderball common, Ant-Man common. Last booster of this brick, number 36. Then we get to start another one, another bounty. Y'all go ahead, and while I'm doing this one, let's go ahead and nominate a bounty figure now. So we're not sitting there, we can save a little bit of time. So I need a bounty figure nominated out of the sets, please. Damage Control Worker, Valkyrie, common, Excavator, common, Deborah, rare, and Hazmat, uncommon, B version. So give me a name, guys. Need a super rare. All right, Maximus out of Black Panther, super rare, going into the pot. We're going to be doing Black Manta, super rare, out of Arkham Asylum, going into the pot. Need nominations, guys. Nominations for a super rare. Rocket Raccoon, Avengers Infinity. All right, so we got Titania as one nomination. So we got Takian as a super rare. Then let's throw in another, the Empress tarot card, and let's throw in a Sheriff Gia Whitechapel. That's a good start. Okay, so we got one nomination so far of Titania. I need somebody to second that or to come up with something else. Tooth Gnasher, there you go. It's got to be a super rare, Chad. It's only super rares from this set. And I'm looking for the second nomination. So it takes 2 nominations to become the bounty figure. And if your bounty figure is in a booster that you bought, you win all the bounty prizes. So there's another legacy card. No nominations. I've got Tooth Gnasher and Titania so far. Somebody second that or come up with something else. Titania it is. I think that's a pretty good pick. I don't like to pick something that was in the first booster, I think. And she was not in there, so I think that's a good choice and a reasonable chance at pulling her. All right, so we're at 37, I believe. Is that right? 37? Yeah, 37. 25. Well, one thing, not having Nate here does slow things down. So that part, I really like it when there's two of us here. Okay. For some reason, there's a legacy card in here. I'm going to throw it in here. It's a Wonder Woman. Don't know why it's in that drawer. All right, so number 37, we're looking for Titania. Leader is not. Leader is a legacy card. All right, so here we go. Number 37, second brick of Smashed. Let's see what happens. I've got Deborah, rare. Quicksand, uncommon. Toad, uncommon. Craven, common. Hawkeye, common. Number 38. Okay, we got more terrain. Got laser turret. Arcade, common. Lenny Ballinger, uncommon. La Diablo, officer, common. Thori, common. And you have Destroyer, rare, 031A. That's pretty good. I think Destroyer is a pretty good pull. All right, so now we're going to number 39. We are looking for a big woman that likes to smash people, Titania. Bulldozer, rare. Valkyrie, common. Thunderball, common. Quicksilver, uncommon. And Thori, common. Dog is good, guys. Just saying that straight up. The dog is good. Thori's good. Number 40. Uh-oh, who has 40? Speak it up, speak it up. Who has 40? You're gonna be very excited. Who has 40? 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. See if I can see it. 46, 45, 41. Every time I'm looking for a number on this first sheet, oh, there it is. Carnage Bruner, 412. Carnage Bruner 412. There you go. Look at Brandon. Look at Brandon go. All you have to do is just win stuff, guys. You have Damage Control Worker, common. Toad, uncommon. Primus, uncommon. Absorbing Man, 007D. And you have a chase. You have Hulk. Hulk Smash. Congratulations. That's a good night. Number 41. Still not, we haven't pulled a super rare yet in this brick. So that's still open. All right, so this one we have our first object of the night. We have the Wrecking Ball. We have Hulk common. We have Rhino rare, Craven common, Zax uncommon, and then we have Arcade common. All right, number 42. We have Ant-Man common, Hazmat 024A uncommon. Hulk 001A. Desar 015A. Wave 030 rare. Number 43. Number 43, we got Thori common, Taskmaster rare, Speedball common, Steve Rogers uncommon, Black Ant uncommon. All right, 44. Okay. We have some terrain. Get that right off the bat. Flamethrower. Flamethrower terrain. I thought about making some t-shirts that said I got smashed at the Rock. Hazmat, uncommon, could mean more than one thing. Los Diablos, soldier, common. Arcade, common. D-Cell, uncommon. And you got one of the goats. You got Tooth Gnasher, super rare. Which I think the goats are really, really good. I thought we already pulled maybe we didn't. I thought we pulled a Quicksilver. All right, so here we go, and we're on number 45, almost to the end. We have Absorbing Man 007A, Primus 023, uncommon, Damage Control Worker, common, Excavator 009B, common, and then we have Constrictor, super rare, who I think is pretty good. I thought we pulled a Quicksilver, but I'm not sure. 46, 3 boosters left. I think we still have one super rare left, so we're looking for Titania. We have Absorbing Man 007F, Scarlet Witch, uncommon, Giant Man, rare, Wrecker 010C, common, Ant-Man, I'm sorry, common. I like the Ant-Man. He's fun. So then we have 47. Got 2 left. This looks like a booster that I had last night, or Wednesday night rather. You got Arcade, rare. You got Captain America, uncommon, which I think is good. You got Hawkeye, common. Valkyrie, common. Craven, 008B. Hawkeye is really good until everybody gets in his face in this set. I mean, if you can keep him away from everybody, he's really good. Last booster. I don't know if we'll get a Titania or not. I don't know if we pulled 3. I think we've already pulled 3. All right, but we do get a figure that I have been. No, we don't either. We get another super rare. Now, I don't know. I have not looked at this girl a whole lot. I've looked at the other version of her. Played with the other version of her actually, but I don't know on this one. All right, we got one-shots. Hamdall's Sight. We got Captain America, uncommon. We have another one-shot Insurance Policy. Bruin, uncommon, Hulk, common, and you got the last super rare, Harpy, 037A. I've not really looked at her that well to know how good she is, but she is. I do like the prime version of her. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. That's a good start on Smash. Our bounty will carry over till next week. We'll have the singles auction on Wednesday night. The whole set should be up, so you guys can bid on that and actually pick what you want and bid on it. And then next Friday we'll be doing Smash again, and we'll go over the set a little bit more, talk some more about some of the news that we're spreading out, some more stuff coming up on the Rock Cup, and that will be it for tonight. I enjoyed it. You guys have fun. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.